in the middle of a school day. It's a
Right.
Tuesday. And that's one of the things, Ant, that you and I think we appreciate, but not publicly enough, is these kids and student athletes and coaches making time during. I mean, we run a
Mhm.
12 o'clock show, and a lot of times it is live. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes it is. But to break it up, and we're kind of we're kind of cutting through some of the jungle here. We're blazing a trail because this has never been done before.
Mhm.
There's typically not people. Number one, there's no local sports talk show. Number two, there's no really regional sports talk show, and nobody's streaming it. Everybody wants to go to AM and FM radio for some reason because I don't know. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. But to be able to do this in the middle of the day was really cool, and a perfect segue into our next guest, who's popping in just a little early. Hope he's ready. But I'll tell you what, this next guy, and I'm going to be completely transparent, and it's going to get a little emotional here for a second. I hope he doesn't mind. But I'll tell you what, this next guy means an awful lot to me personally. And people get all over me about South Range, and the appreciation we have for South Range, and we don't owe anybody an explanation. But I can tell you this: out of South Range, he is the leader many times of anything that goes on, good or bad. He's a guy that always is smiling and is always taking care of my son. He's a guy that is constantly trying to talk up and promote and really lead the next generation of Raiders. He is one of 4 players in the world that has gone to the 1,000-point scoring and will be on the wall and on the TV forever at South Range as a 1,000-point scorer for the Burgundy and Gold. He is a guy that always leads by example. He's a gentleman that has breaking news today for us, and a guy that I've always, well, his golf game kind of stinks, but his basketball game is incredible, and his character even better than that. Ladies and gentlemen, one of my favorite human beings on this entire earth, one of the greatest families in the world. Give it up for Luke Rowan. What's up, Lukey?
What's up?
Was that good enough for you, or do you want me to
Dude.
go? Do you want to go backstage and I can do it again?
No, that was more than enough for me.
Dude, why didn't you wear something over top of that shirt? Like, you came out flying. Yeah, cover that up real quick. Jeez Louise, Luke. Can we not keep a secret just a little bit?
Dude,
Keep things a little
I'm
bit
excited.
tight. I know you're excited. We're excited for you. Let's just break the news. I'm going to give you a full screen, and you can go ahead and do your ESPN moment here of where you're going at the next stage. Here we go. Ready? Here is Luke Rowan.
My name's Luke Rowan. I'm following in DJ Yoakley's steps and going to Westminster College to play basketball.
Tighten up, baby.
Tighten up, baby.
Tighten up. Now, we've got some potential other Raiders going to Westminster. You've already got a roommate. There'll be a full South Range suite, perhaps.
Yeah, I think I got two roommates.
We're gonna have a whole Titan Town in New Wilmington. I love it.
That's right.
All right, so talk to me, Luke. Going to Westminster College, breaking the news here on YSN. We're grateful for that, brother. Talk to me about what the recruitment process was like for you. Everybody seems, it's like, hey, kiss the ring, kiss the ring, kiss the ring. What was it like for you? And ultimately, why did you end up in New Wilmington, Pennsylvania?
Well, first of all, I know a lot of the players on the team, and I knew that I could be a better fit at Westminster than I would be at any of the other schools. And secondly, Coach Soroki was able to build a connection with me that other coaches weren't able to do. He always texted me. He's always asking how I'm doing. The connection we made was way stronger than any other coaches tried to make a connection with me, at least.
All right, Luke, besides following in the footsteps of DJ, which is a great reason to go to Westminster, by the way, what were some other things that drew you to Westminster and made you kind of feel at home in that gym, in that program?
When I went on my visit there, the first thing that came to mind was that it was exactly like South Range, small community. Everyone's nice. I saw a couple of the basketball players when I was going on my visit there, and they all stopped, said hi. Even if I didn't know them, they were talking to me. But I just feel like it's such a close community to where it's perfect for me, like South Range.
Luke, obviously the season didn't end necessarily the way you wanted it to, this past weekend against Norway, but you've done a lot of things along the way, dude, to lead by example for the next generation. We always talk about that baton that you're going to have to pass on. You've talked about it all year. What do you feel like you did this year that you can pass on and you're really proud about for the next generation of South Range Raiders?
I think it's just the fun aspect of sports. Like, everyone takes things so seriously at South Range. And I mean, I'm not going to say I don't, because I do. Like, I hate to lose. But I think me and the group of seniors I was with this year, like Tristan, Nate, Gavin, Jim, Graham, and Michael, we just like to have fun. And winning's fun, and we did a lot of that this year. But just not making it so much about, like, we need to be working hard, but you also need to have a little bit of fun, and I feel like we all showed that, and hopefully the guys behind us do the same thing.
Luke, we've had you on for plenty of player profiles. We've asked you a lot about your family, and I want to ask it again because this Rohan name is just littered through the tradition of South Range. Obviously, your dad, the principal, but there's been Rohans in South Range for a long, long time. What's it mean to you to continue that legacy and continue that name throughout the South Range hallways?
I mean, it means the world to me. Other than my dad, there's not really any of my cousins. Like Georgie, my cousin Georgie played basketball, but he was a stud baseball player. So the Rohan name is a baseball name, and I'm just glad that I can move it to the sport of basketball. And I'm the second Rohan to go to college to play basketball out of however many there are.
Yeah, you're about 20 years late, pal. Like, I wish your cousin would have played basketball instead of baseball. I think he's had my number since I was about 6 years old. Coming up I've got more strikeouts to your cousin than I do women my entire life growing up. So he's got that going for him. Luke, for you, and we're talking about family. Obviously, we know those in the South Range family that you just had a loss in your family, and we're so incredibly sorry to hear about that. But we know how proud your grandmother was to watch you, to see you play, and to see all the Rohans doing incredibly well. When you think of some of those moments throughout the season that you're going to cherish the rest of your life, what were some of those moments that you're going to keep with you in your kind of mental photo album?
I mean, obviously, when I scored 1,000 points, that was real important to me. I thought that was sweet. I did not expect it. In the beginning of the year, if you told me I was going to score 1,000 points, I would have said, no way, quit lying to me. But my grandma did get to go to senior night, and I was really appreciative for all my uncles to help her get there. She was YSN's biggest fan. She was tuning in every Tuesday, Friday, watching the Raiders. But, I mean, those are really two. And then just the whole journey with the senior class. It was the best.
Luke, I was there for your 1,000-point night. It was like a photo shoot with all the pictures you had to take. There were so many people that wanted to celebrate that with you. What was that like for you to just be able to just kind of take in all the people that were there for you and supported you?
You never really know how many people care about you until you see it firsthand, and it was just picture after picture after picture, and it was I was getting ready to come talk to you, Anthony, and then another picture, then another picture. So, I mean, it's sweet. It's awesome to see how many people want to congratulate me and stuff like that.
I'm glad you dovetailed that, because I thought you were going to say you don't know how many people love you until you score 1,000 points, because I was going to be like, wait a minute. So, I mean, a lot of success this year, but with all the points that you've scored, one of the things that I can appreciate now as a dad, as someone in the community, is last night I'm at my son's practice, and you've got a handful, and I'm talking a handful of kids that are in first grade, kindergarten, that are talking about being the next Luke Rohan. When you hear, and this is not an exaggeration, this is not a fluff piece, that was legit. Bryce and Connor and Z and Dominic, all these little kids are talking about being you. First off, what does that feel like? And secondly, who are the kids you were looking up to and now filled their shoes for the next generation?
I mean, so South Range is all one building. So I'm over in the elementary school once or twice a week. And in the fall, it was always the kids would walk up. Oh my gosh, are you Tristan Toy? Are you Tristan Toy? Like, me and Tristan would be walking, and they didn't even know who I was. But now, just hearing that now, it's just like, it's crazy, because that was me when I was in second and third grade, and all I wanted to do was be those guys.
And what about, I mean, for you, like, who were the guys that you look towards?
Brady White. Brady White was like the first guy where I was like, dude, he's blocking shots. Like, that's sweet. Like, he could dunk. No way. And then obviously you have both the Ritter twins. I've looked up to those boys ever since I was little. Chris Brooks more recently. And then the most recent is actually the oldest player would be Brandon Pluchinski. Ever since I was a freshman, I wanted to wipe his name off the South Range record.
Well, we know you weren't going to do it in golf, so he's safe there.
I just wanted to get that 3-point record off of him, right?
That's right.
When you think about all the people that have come before, and I talked to a lot of alumni that were watching that game on Saturday, trying to get you guys a district championship, but you see this to all the people that have come through this basketball program and supporting you still. What's that mean to be a part of the South Range kind of, now you're an alum of the program too. You played your last game as a Raider. What does it mean to kind of be a part of this kind of brotherhood of South Range basketball?
I mean, it's awesome. You always see alum at South Range, and you'll always be seeing alum at South Range because how close the community is. Like, the fact that I have a relationship with all those guys who graduated before me is like, it's the coolest thing ever. And like some schools, like, you don't even know, like, when I was a freshman, I knew all the seniors. Like, some schools, they don't even do that. So it's like, it's awesome that we all have a relationship together and we can all sit and laugh together now that I'm an alum. But yeah.
You're not an alum yet, pal. Not yet.
Just in the basketball program. You still have to graduate.
Slow it down, Mr. 1,000 points.
3 more months.
Whoa. Okay. You're going to hear a lot of that going to Westminster because they don't say stop. They say whoa because they're all Amish out there. Okay. So get used to that. Secondly, you, my friend, are going there as a student athlete. So we know you're going to play basketball, be the most popular person on the campus. Naturally, and most likely going to be on WWNW and Titan Radio because I know your personality. But what else are you going to do? What are you going to major in? What ultimately do you want to do whenever that page turns?
I think I'm going to major in early education, special education. So I'm going to be in the old building at Westminster.
Oh.
And I mean, I love working with kids, younger kids, and we had JD Semesco on our basketball team. He's a beast. Me and him are in school together every day, and I just love doing it, so I feel like I can make a living out of it.
Love JD. We all love JD.
The 3-point king at South Range. That's JD.
Lights out. What is it going to be like whenever he wipes your name off the board?
Right.
Oh, my goodness. I can't wait. I cannot wait.
And
when you think about what the impact's going to be at Westminster and the things that you're excited about of not just playing basketball there, but being away from the nest a little bit and being into the college lifestyle, what excites you a lot about that next chapter of life?
I mean, just the freedom. Like, I know it's like cliche to say, but having my dad as a principal is not always the easiest thing. So I feel like going away, I'm going to get less of the, you get treated this way because your dad's a principal. Like, it's not going to be like that in college. I'm actually really excited to see how that is.
Yeah, you'll miss saying that. That's you're going to regret saying that one, buddy. So for you, Luke, you talked about mom and dad and you want the freedom, but what are some of the things you'll think you'll miss? I mean, you got great parents, you got great family. We've established that. What are some of the things that you think when you graduate, that you'll miss the most?
I mean, obviously I'm going to miss all my family, but it's only a 45-minute drive. So, but probably the laundry part. I don't know how to do my own laundry. My mom usually does all that for me. And obviously the home cooked meals. So,
what's the go-to meal?
My mom always makes good spaghetti.
Yeah.
Or when dad's grilling. When dad gets the grill out, I get excited.
Your dad, he strikes me as someone who takes like smoking and grilling like real serious.
No, he's just out there. He's flipping the patty, putting it on the plate, and then calls it quits. He's not.
He's not the. He doesn't
One
have
of
the.
He makes the killer breakfast though on the Blackstone.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
That's his thing. Pancakes and bacon. That's his thing.
Something about hotcakes and South Range. I mean, always puts a smile on your face. It's
That's
wild.
right.
And
I
waffles.
mean,
We all know C's, right?
Yeah, see.
he's in charge of grilling for about 100 students during senior day. So, senior picnic, I'm sure after that, he's like, probably don't want to grill for the rest of the summer. I've just grilled for 300 plus people during
Keeps
the
him out
senior
of trouble.
picnic. Let's just stop grilling.
Just as a question, and you don't have to answer this if you don't want to. Your dad has the same seat every single time during your basketball games.
Mm-hmm.
How often do you look up, whether it's something good or bad, to kind of check the temperature on where your dad is that particular game?
So I actually got in trouble in 8th grade. Coach Geezy, he's a varsity coach for us now. But 8th grade, my dad would sit in the mezzanine, and when I would make a mistake, I'd look up at him, and that was a no-go. So I kind of shied away from that. But when I make a pretty big mistake or I'm not making shots, I'll glance up there, and you'll see him like getting all mad, or it'll be like, shoot it straight, use your legs. So
Did you look up for the 1,000th point?
Yeah, it was this right here. Nothing special. I like it though. I
love it, man. We're proud of you, kid. We're real proud of you. Naturally, I'm proud of you, no matter where you would have ended up. But, to go to a place that I love so much and I appreciate, and my whole life started there, really, I think you're going to do it really well. And I think you've always had it in you to do really well. And I think this is going to just be the icing on the cake, man. So congratulations, Luke. It's been an honor to watch you. I'm grateful to see how this just continues to be up, arrow up, and dude, just the world is yours. Go get it.
Thank you.
You got
Luke,
it.
if your dad ever gives you problems, just remind him that he knocked me down when I was in high school, and that should quiet him down.
The hell, Steve?
Yeah, you're like, come on.
Come on, man.
I never heard this story.
He'll tell you the story.
All right, Anthony.
He'll tell you the story. Yeah. Time. I was sitting there waiting for the elevator, and your dad comes from behind me and gives me a little pat in the back, startles the bejesus out of me, falls straight to the ground.
Anthony flopped. That's gonna be the next T-shirt. Anthony flopped.
No, it was I've been giving him crap about it ever since, man. You got to. Anytime you have the principal with that leverage, you got to use it.
That's right.
You're lucky more people haven't tripped you, Anthony, for some of the things you say. Luke, we appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for cutting out, some of your day for us. And by the way, you have anything going on March 22nd by any chance?
I don't know. Am I supposed to have something going on?
I was thinking maybe you'd want to come and defend your 3-point title and maybe put on that Range jersey one more time.
I probably can make time to do that.
I love it. Welcome to the All-Star Game on March 22nd at Boardman High School. Luke Rowan, we're proud of you. Thank you so much again for stopping by. You're always welcome here, pal.
Thank you.
You got it, buddy. Ladies and gentlemen, Luke Rowan. He is one of the best.
Yes.
He is one of the absolute best. And I'm not just talking about what he does on the floor. I'm talking about what he does in the classroom, how he treats people, looks people in the eye, always seeks people out that, treat him with respect. And I think that's one of the most important things. That's why I think Steve Rowan is one of the greatest leaders, one of a national treasure, truly. Not just, putting him on a platform and a pedestal, but he is just such a great man with a great family. And right now, I know their hearts are hurting, but knowing that we're here to comfort them and tell them that we're going to be there for them just as much as they've been there for us this entire time. And I'm sure the excitement is conflicted with Luke. I feel like I'm Darth Vader right now. But he truly is one of a kind, Luke Rowan, and certainly proud of him, certainly proud of that family. And again, thoughts and prayers with the Rowan family, and grateful for everything that they've done. They, as a collective, have done for not only YSN, but everything, every community that they've touched, seemingly always cherished and cherishes them. So thank you, Rowans. We appreciate you.
That family is so special. I grew up with neighbors to his Uncle George and Jerry, and I went to school with his cousin Jared. So I've known that family for a long, long time, but actually my whole life. So I know they're going through it right now, and I know that that's a really tough situation to be in. But When we say that we're behind the Rowan family at YSN, we truly mean it in every way, shape, and form.
Yeah, there's nothing we wouldn't do, and there's families, a lot of families out there like that. But
Mhm.
I'll tell you what, I'll never forget walking down because. All right, so on this show we get a little personal.
Right.
Not the greatest year for my son yet, last year in school. He was adapting a lot and trying to go through some stuff. And the one guy who was always there, even when he didn't have to be, was Steve Rowan. And I am forever grateful. And I'll never forget telling him that anything you need, I'm here for you. And he said the same for you. Like looked at me and said the same. Like we are nobody. We're just a bunch of sack of subs here on this show that are talking about sports. The impact that teachers have, that principals have, the administrators have, it changes lives. And it's hard to put into to reality until you have a child of your own and you understand that you want everything for that kid. And trust me, nothing's ever completely in your control. And there's people out there that care as much